Assalamualaikum students, I am Ramesh Sultana from United Public School. Welcome to my class Biology. So students, in before classes what we will discuss? We will discuss about unicellular organisms. Yes na? So uni means single cell. The organism which having only one cell we called as unicellular organisms. For example, we see here amoeba is there. Yes na? E. coli is there. These are the unicellular organisms. Okay students, now we will discuss about multicellular. Living organism having more than one cell we are called as multicellular organism. If the organisms having more than one cell we called as multicellular organisms. Okay students, the basic life process. The basic life process all in multicellular organisms is carried out by different types of cells, because here number of cells are present na, that's why. Now we will do an activity. Just we have to take a peel of grass leaf and we have to kept on the slide, and we have to put a drop of water and we have to cover it with a cover slip. Okay student, now we have to observe under the microscope. When we will observe under the microscope, you will see this type of structures. Okay students, it is a grass. Which type of? So students, now we have to do an activity. What is in our activity means, we have to take a peel of grass leaf and we have to kept on the slide, and we have to add some drop of water and we have to cover it with a cover slip, and we have to observe under the microscope. When we are observing under the microscope, we see this type of structures. Okay students, grass in a cells in a grass. Okay, here you see transverse section of dicot stem, that is triodax. Triodax is nothing but Gaddi Chamanti. Okay student, in this A, B, C, D, four groups are there. Just you see here. So in that A group, it is an outermost layer of the stem and they give protection to the stem. And in that B group, they give shape as well as protection to the stem. In that B group, just you see here, it having some special organs that carry out photosynthesis process. In C group, the cell joins together, the cells are combining together and form the long structures. The structures is helpful for conduction of food and water in the plant body. And just you see here D, it is the center part of a young stem. Okay students, so students, we have to observe the given figure of different kinds of cell in the human body. In our body, different kinds and different types of cells are present. So we have to observe the slides of this cell in our school laboratory. Okay student, now draw the diagram. Just you see here, these are the smooth muscle cells, these are the bone cells, and these are the nerve cells, these are the striated muscle cells, and just you see here, blood cells. Here the cells which are present in our blood we called as blood cells, and here the blood cells are divided into two types: red blood cells commonly known as RBC, and white blood cells commonly known as WBC. Okay students, now the WBC is again divided into granulocytes and agranulocytes. Okay student, the granulocytes contain basophil, neutrophil, eosinophil, and the agranulocyte contain monocyte, lymphocyte. Yes students, we know that are all cells similar in shape and size? No, some of the cells are different in their shape, in their size. Yes students, in amoeba. Yes students, in amoeba, how many cells are present? Yes, we know only one cell, because it is a unicellular organism. Yes students, so you may say that shape of amoeba is appear is irregular. It have irregular shape. In fact, amoeba no defined shape. Yes, amoeba does not have definite shape. It keeps on changing shape by producing of its body. It is called pseudopodia. With the help of pseudopodia, just you see here, with the help of pseudo means false, podia means feet. So with the help of pseudopodia, the amoeba change its body shape. This projection appears, disappears. Pseudopodia help amoeba feeding and locomotion. And this pseudopodia is also help in amoeba for feeding and as well as for locomotion. So students, as you see here, the size of the cell in living organism may be small as the millionth of a meter or micron. The size of the cell may be in living organism may be small or may be large as few centimeters. Majority of the cells are too small to be seen with untrained eye. The cells majority is maybe too small. We can't see with our eye. They can be seen only through a microscope. With the help of microscope only we can observe, students. The smallest cell 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer is found in bacteria. So just you remember that the smallest cell I said smallest cell present in bacteria. Okay, just you remember it. A human liver and kidney cell is 20 to 30 micrometer in size. In human, in living organisms, in ours only, liver and kidney containing 20 to 30 micrometer in size. That are cells. Most of the cell we can see our naked eyes. Human nerve cell is nearly about 90 to 100 centimeter long. Okay, student. Nerve cells in our body, nerve cells are present now, that is 90 to 100 centimeter long. The largest cell measuring 17 into 18 centimeter is the egg of ostrich. So the largest cell is present in ostrich and the smallest cell present in bacteria. Okay, the size of the cell is related to its function. So for example, nerve cell in both in man and elephant are long and branched. So for example, just you see here, the nerve cells in man and as well as elephant are long and they are branched. They perform the same function of the transferring message in both of them. And for example, nerve cell will be responsible for function of transferring message in the both of them. The size of the organisms depend upon the number of cell and not on the size of the cell. So size of the organism is depend upon the number of cells. How many cells are present in their body depend upon them only. So student, just to see here, do one thing, write the statement and necessary. Write cell wall is essential in the plant cell and nucleus control cell activity. Just you write this answer and submit in the group. Okay students.